Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Fiber Fun with Olivia. If you are new here, a hearty welcome to you. I hope you have some fun with me. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Let's have some fun. Today I'm going to share with you my weekend whips, works in progress. I'm going to start with the one that I'm most excited about because I am both a knitter and a crocheter, and I am not the best at gauge. And so that has kept me away from making wearables. And I have attempted one or two wearables about 10-15 years ago that did not end well. They looked lovely, but not on me. So that kind of kept me away from making wearables. Well, this time I decided to jump in. And the pattern I am making is by the Lopsided Crocheter here on YouTube, her Alice Spring Tea. That is the tea, and it looked so cute on her, and somebody else did it too. Oh my gosh, if I remember, I will put it here. A couple of people have made it, and it just looks so nice, and I just thought, I need to make that. Also, I'm not a big cotton yarn user because it's very stiff. I don't use a lot of dishcloths. But you know what? The newer yarns, the new cotton yarns that are coming out, I'm kind of impressed. And so I bring that up because the yarn that I'm using is Hipster cotton. It is 100% cotton. It is a light 3-weight. Let's bring out, it's in my little project bag. If you didn't know, I love Halloween. I've had Halloween on my mind lately, so I need to make some Halloween projects. It's never too soon to start making Halloween things, right? Anyway, this is what I have so far. This is in the color Fuchsia Fun, I want to say. Yes, Fuchsia Fun. And it has some pink, purple, some taupe in there. This side came out a little bit more taupey. It just depends on what yarn you get, and that's going to be the front actually. And this is what it's going to look like. This is the opening. I already made the opening because you do make this from top to bottom. And so this is what it's going to look like. This isn't the best way to look at it, but I will try to put a picture somewhere here so you can see me actually wearing this, but this is what it looks like. So here is what I really like about this. You don't need to make gauge for this. The way she wrote up the pattern, you can use any yarn weight you want. You can use any hook size you want. But you do have to measure yourself. And so the pattern is made in a way where you measure yourself and you make this the length, and she'll tell you, she'll give you instructions on what measurements to follow. So you don't have to be counting stitches. You don't have to be making gauge. And that to me was like, oh, I need to try this, and I'm so excited about it. Not only that, but I am loving the way this cotton feels. It feels nice and soft. And it's also the stitch she uses. What is the stitch? It's a very, I thought it was going to come out a little bit stiff, but it does not feel stiff at all. This is the first time I've ever used this stitch. Here we go. Herringbone half double crochet. It's the first time I've ever used this stitch. So as you can tell, it's well, I don't know if you can tell or not, but for cotton, this is drapey. And when I tried it on, it feels nice. And what I like, so I'm curvy, I'm short, I'm chunky, I'm a plus size, and I can't use things that are too thin because then it shows every little bump, every little curve. But I can't use it too thick either because then with my hot flashes, I'm in my early 50s. So with my hot flashes, it cannot be too hot and thick either. This is like, now I haven't worn this obviously, but I feel like the fabric that we are making in this pattern is thick enough that it's gonna drape nicely over my curves, but not show every little imperfection. But because it's 100% cotton, it's also breathable. And you can kind of see through these stitches, but not so much so that you're gonna, need a tank top underneath either. So I'm really liking all of those things. I'm loving the pattern. It's very enjoyable, it's like a repetitive, I love those repetitive ones where I don't have to think about it too much. And I'm really enjoying that I'm going to be able to wear this. And the color of this yarn also, to me, it looks like a pink camo, like a pink camouflage. And so I really like it. Initially, I was going to use this one initially. Desert Skies, because I thought this teal would look really pretty, and I didn't. I don't know why, but I'm really glad I did this one because I love this like taupe-ish kind of color with the pink and the purple. I love it. Love it, love it. So anyways, that is... Now I did stop because I only got 2 skeins of this colorway, so I had to order more. This is a total of 2 skeins for me because, like I said, I am plus size. So, this is probably a little bit bigger than the average person because I am plus size. So it took up 2 skeins. So I ordered more. I'm waiting for those to come back, and I can't wait. Oh, and the hook size that I'm using, let's see here. It is is it a G? Yeah, it's the G hook size. Yep, by Boy. I tried using the wooden ones by Vicky Howell by the set that I really love, her teal hooks, but because it's yarn and those are kind of pointy, and I really need to do a review on that set, but because they're pointy and they're kind of longer, then I had to stretch, when I'm crocheting, and I'm so horrible at explaining this. When I'm looping over and pulling in to complete the stitch, I have to pull a lot for the whole thing to go through, which makes this drapier, which is nice, but the holes are also bigger. Your stitches are looser and they're bigger, and I didn't want it to be so loose that you could see through it. So I switched over to this Boy G hook, which is a little bit shorter and a little bit more round, and so I don't have to pull it as much. And it came out the perfect way that I wanted it to, which is a little bit lacy, a little bit drapey, but not so much so that you can kind of see through it. So I'm really happy with that. Okay, enough about that tee, but I'm really excited about it. The other item that I have been working on, because I have an attention span of a gnat, as they say, with crochet. I get so excited that I want to jump onto the next project, but I did run out of yarn. Otherwise I would have kept on going with this. Because I like that yarn so much, I decided to pull out. I had bought this pattern to make placemats. Let me show you. Simple Crochet Placemat by Lara, Noel. I've been wanting to make some summer placemats, and I had purchased this on Etsy. I can't remember how much it was. I want to say it's a couple of dollars. By the way, I have discovered Etsy because I've always gotten my patterns from magazines or books or Ravelry, the free patterns. I never ventured out much, and now that I've discovered Etsy patterns, some of them aren't on Ravelry. A lot of them are, but some are not. So I'm really enjoying that, which is kind of dangerous too. But anyway, I did buy this. And it looks so pretty, doesn't it, with that colorway? But I decided to use my other colorway in the Hipster cotton. The one that I was going to use for that tee, Desert Skies, which has this teal and the pink and some light brown. I ended up using it for this placemat. So I finished one placemat. Let me flatten it on my chest. But this is what it looks like. Trying to flatten it out. So I started from here, and I love the way this looks. And when I put it on my table, it is completely flat, so it's beautiful. I love the color combination, and again, I love how the stitch definition is just so pretty. Again, I used that same G Boy crochet hook because I didn't want it to come out too loose for placemats. I love this. I love this. And I already put it on my table. Like I said, it does lie completely flat. Love this pattern. It's so easy. So easy and so pretty. Now, I've already started on the second placemat. I kind of think that this might be it might be too small. I think you can use it for your plates, but I would have preferred this being a little bit bigger. So I may use this as a centerpiece maybe, or just as a mandala or a doily or somewhere, like some summer decor. I don't know if I'm going to use them as placemats, but I did start making the next one, and this is what the next one looks like. So that one starts off with the teal, but depending on where you left off, this one is starting with the taupe. And it is in the round, but you have to keep track. I suppose, if you have a good memory, you don't have to keep track, but I do with my little stitch marker. And this is what it looks like. I just love how it combines that pink somewhere with the brown, and then this is kind of more like a cool taupe or a bone color. I don't know, I really love this, and I love how it ends up looking very camouflage-ish. So that's the Desert Skies hipster cotton, and it's really, for cotton, it's soft. Now, I haven't washed this yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but so that's my other project that I'm working on. So far, this is my first skein, so I have like 1.5. I'm hoping I can get at least 2 out of 1 because I only have 1 more of these skeins, and I want to make at least 4 so that I can use them as placemats. We'll see. I'm really enjoying this cotton yarn. It's pretty, it's soft, it has stitch definition, it's easy to work with, it doesn't hurt my hands. So yeah, I'm really glad I got this because initially I wasn't going to. I have a lot of cotton yarn that I've picked up at Michael's throughout the years just because it's pretty and it's bright, and then I end up not using it. But most of it is solids, I will say. So I told myself no more cotton, but when this came out, I wasn't going to buy it. Told myself I wasn't going to buy it. And then if you saw a prior video, I must have blacked out or my brain took over or I don't know, but I got an order delivered and I'm like, did I order this? I told myself I wasn't going to order it. Did I hit it? Like hit the button to buy it? And anyway, and now I've ordered more because I need some more for that cardi. So, all right, the other project that I'm working on, I kind of stopped. It's Anya's Ophelia Talks Mystery Kel. I already showed this to you before. This is week 1 and 2, which I love and I think is so pretty. But now I've done this for week 3. I think this is so pretty. She went a little bit darker. And I was so happy and so proud of myself. Yes, I did video, the week 3. And she has it in a YouTube tutorial. And so when I get to the end of the tutorial, she says, now remember, you have to make 2 of these. And I was like, no! Because I was so happy that I was done with week 3 and kind of catching up. So I did start, I'm going to put this here. I did start with the squares for the second one. That's kind of where I am, but I did get a little sidetracked with the tea and the placemats. I'm probably not going to finish this on time, but I will finish it slowly but surely in between all of my other projects. And she is at week 6A if you are working on that Cal. I think she has a 6B coming up next week, which I was kind of mortified at because I'm like, she showed us that there will be a bag, kind of like a tote, but then we don't know what the final project is. I'm kind of wondering if it's like a yoga mat or a blanket to take to the beach or something that you put inside that tote. I don't know. We'll see. But it is kind of exciting. But I was like, it was supposed to like tell us what it was by week 6. But no, she broke it up into 2, I guess. 6A. So week 6B is probably next week. Anyway, that's the status of that project. And I'm also excited that I'm going to be able to continue with my Tunisian crochet infinity scarf that I've been making. This stitch that I am just loving so much. So much. Because I got the extra yarn that I had ordered, the Mandala Ombre. If you're not familiar with this yarn, I love this. I really recommend this if you want something colorful and soft. It feels like alpaca, smooth, soft, like a soft flannel almost. And I love the color, how I don't know what you call this. Yeah, I don't know what you call it, but I got 2 of them. And it has like an eggplant purple, but it also has that kind of fuchsia violet and then the gray and the white. So I got 2 more of those. And I think that should be good because this is pretty long and this was just 1 skein. So, you know, if I end up using all 3 of those, it'll be a long infinity. I'll see how it goes after the second skein. You know, if it's, let me see. If I use the second skein, then it'll be twice as long as this. And I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of happy. I don't want it to be too thick and too long. So I don't know. We'll see. So, and then my knit collage, my pillow kit that I'm super excited to work on too. I have it on hold because I want to finish a few of these items. And then I also have the Mezzo Cardi, which is using the Kobu. It's using this one, the bamboo cotton yarn, the Kobu. I'm really excited. There is a Cal going on and I really wanted to start making it along with everybody, but I just have so many things on. I don't know. Maybe I'll still start it with all of these things going on at once. I don't know, but this is a pretty big project. So I don't know if I want to jump in just yet. This might be put on hold too, especially because I've been looking at a lot of Halloween patterns on Etsy. I already bought a couple actually. So I want to make, you know, I know it's far away for Halloween, but I love Halloween so much that I want to start making stuff for Halloween. So I have a lot of things that I want to do, as you can tell. But this is what's going on this weekend. I hope you guys are having a wonderful 3-day weekend like I am. I have already been crocheting up a storm. I did clean. The kiddos and I and the hubs, we did some cleaning. I'm doing laundry, and I even went to go visit the neighbors because a couple of days ago, our neighbor stopped by with his son and he gave us a flyer. They were going to have a lemonade stand today. He's teaching them, you know, how to be a little entrepreneur. And I thought that was so cute. And so sure enough, my husband and I walked over there. We got some lemonade, some homemade cookies. Oh my God, the chocolate chip cookies. The little boy made them himself. I thought he just bought them, and I asked him, did you make them yourself? And he said, yeah, I made them myself. And the dad was telling us how, yeah, he made the lemonade himself. He made the cookies. And so that was a really nice way of teaching your kids, how to do business, how to talk to customers, and how to do the math with, the change, and also a great way to get to know your neighbors because we didn't know them. So now we chatted with the mom and the dad, and so that was really nice too. So my weekend has already started off really, really nice. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you're having a fiber fun filled weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.